Welcome to the Industrial Talk Podcast with Scott McKenzie. Scott is a passionate industry professional dedicated to transferring cutting-edge, industry-focused innovations and trends while highlighting the men and women who keep the world moving. So put on your hard hat, grab your work boots, and let's go.
All right, once again, thank you very much for joining Industrial Talk, and thank you for your continued support of a platform that is dedicated to industrial professionals all around the world. You're bold, you're brave, you dare greatly. You innovate, you solve problems. You're making the world a better place. That's why we celebrate you on this podcast, because you deserve it. And we're also broadcasting on-site right now at FABTECH, which is located in, this year it's up in Chicago, but next year, let me grab my paperwork right here. It's going to be in Orlando, and it's going to be October 15th through the 17th. And it's brought to you by wonderful event partners called PMA and SME. Check them out. You will not be disappointed. Riley Hall's in the hot seat. Fictiv is the company, director of product marketing. Let's get a correckin'. All right, man. How you doing?
I'm well, and you?
I'm good.
Beautiful, sunny Chicago.
It is nice and cool, by the way.
Oh, it's beautiful. It feels good cooling down.
Were you
hot in Denver, Colorado?
Yeah, but it's still getting. There's some coolness going on.
It's getting cooler, but it's been 100 the last couple of weeks, man.
Really?
It's too hot for me wearing this natural sweater. It's not good look.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Don't come to Louisiana, that's for sure. And it's funny. I'm up here, and it's 53 in the morning, and it's breezy and sunny, and it's all nice and dandy. And then I look up what Louisiana's doing. It's 90.
I mean, you could move, right? You can get out of the humidity if you wanted.
And then complain about the fact that it's going to be freezing cold. And
double-edged sword.
Yeah, it is. I got it. That's why we need to be independently wealthy and then just go where the good weather is.
There you go.
That's what I want to do.
There you go.
I don't know. Maybe. I'll probably get bored with that, too. Hey, for the listeners out there, Riley, let's sort of level set on who you are and what you're all about.
Yeah, sure. So, Riley Hall, Director of Product Marketing at Fictiv. Fictiv is a digital manufacturing platform supplying high-quality CNC, injection molding, 3D printing, and urethane cast parts. So, we work through technology, right, to empower our customers to get quick parts at super high qualities.
We always have to sort of, where everybody goes in their thinking is when they say CNC or injecting molding and all of that stuff. They're very, and rightly so, because you guys are disruptors when it comes to this. But they go to the area of saying, all right, I'm going to contact this company, and we're going to go through that process, and we're going to figure out how to CNC this part. But Fictiv is disruptive because you have a network. Can you explain us a little bit what that looks like?
Yeah, the network is one piece of the disruption,
yeah.
Right? So instead of you going to Scott McKenzie Fabrication in Louisiana and saying, here's my print, here's my
and somebody
part.
saying it, boy, it's hot in here.
Yeah, exactly. So instead of going, to your local job shop and sending out a request for quote and then waiting for that quote to come back, what actually happens on the Fictiv platform is you're able to upload your 3D model, and we instantly price it using technology, right? So using AI and ML.
Yeah, you guys are leaders in that.
Yeah, exactly. So we're instantly providing the price, which removes the latency and waiting for quotes to come back. And then we also provide the automated design for manufacturability feedback right on the platform. So again, using technology to give you design feedback from the first minute that it's on the platform. So we're de-risking the actual end-use part because we're telling you, what our algorithms in machine learning says potentially may fail during manufacturing.
And it costs me how much to do something like that?
Nothing.
Yeah, see?
Nothing.
Talk about disruption. Because what I hear you saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm going to simplify it, and I'm going to simplify something that is can be somewhat technical. But you're saying, okay, go to the World Wide Web, upload your drawing, and then we're going to get a relatively instantaneous quote on the price of that product. It could be 1, it could be 1,000, it could be 10,000, it could be whatever in between. And then in that whole process, you're also going to leverage the technology in a way that says, hey, your design's okay, but it can be improved here. Do this. This might be problematic. And really, in essence, get to a point where I feel my confidence in what I want is as high as it can possibly be. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's twofold, right? So we provide all of the automated feedback that you can self-serve and look at yourself, but we pride ourselves on being experts in manufacturing as well, right? So we have manufacturing engineers on staff. You can ring us, send us an email, and actually talk to a human, which is something different from a lot of these other online platforms.
There are other out there, huh?
Yeah, there's definitely others out there, but I think where Fictiv wins is manufacturing is a relationship game. Right?
Oh, big time.
It's who you know, and it's who you can trust. And we win there. Like, our people are awesome people, and you want to talk to them. I like the line that we're your least sucky vendor, right? We're somebody that you want to talk to and you can gain value from and get a good part at the end of the conversation.
You touched upon something that is really important, and that is trust. Because for me, if I was Scott manufacturer and I needed a specific part to be fabricated in some way, shape, or form, I'm not just going to go to anybody. I do need to know that individual, that company, that relationship is there so that I can trust, because I'm putting myself out there. I don't want to have something that it doesn't work and not kill me too. You know?
And I think this is why traditionally we've used the guy around the corner, right? I can walk into his shop, I can shake his hand, I can look him in the eye.
Yeah.
And as things have moved digital, as the world has moved digital, right, manufacturing has always kind of been slow to adopt that new technology, and we're just kind of seeing that again, right? But the world is shifting, and companies that are leveraging these online platforms are creating a distinct advantage for themselves in the market, right? We're able to now create more design iterations, more test cycles within the same time frame, and de-risk the launch of that part, so that we can actually capture revenue once it does go to market, and we know the quality's high.
With that same analogy, so if I go online and I upload my drawing, the AI, ML, the algorithm will look at it, price it out. But what also separates you guys, from what I can tell, is the ability to access a network. So I'll go over to Tom, because I've been dealing with Tom for the past 30 years, but now I'm opening up maybe some more options that can produce a better product, maybe a better price, whatever it might be. There's that dialogue.
I think the way to think about it is, Fictiv has nearly 300 TOMs that we can access, right? And we love our manufacturing partners, and they love working with us, because what our engine does is it intelligently matches the geometry and that part configuration to the right manufacturer, the right partner in our network, right? So we know if you're, CNC machining 6061 aluminum, we know the best person in our network who does 6061 at the highest level, right? So we schedule that job with them first. And the ability to provide our partners with the stuff that they like working on and are really good at is just a double win, right? It's a win-win situation, because our customers at the end of the day get high quality 6061 parts, and Tom, who loves machining 6061, continues to machine 6061. So I think you hit the nail on the head, where the network allows us to not only find the best partner globally, right? We're in 5 global regions, but it also allows us to instantaneously pivot if that partner doesn't have capacity. And this is what gives the benefit of time savings back to our customer, right? You upload a part, you get the matrix of options, whether it's cost and lead time, whatever you're balancing for your specific project on that specific time, and you get to pick what's best for you.
Let's say I'm cost sensitive. Let's say I want to. There are parameters associated with it. Maybe I want something expedited, and of course that's going to reflect in the price, I would imagine. But then maybe I have some flexibility, and I can sort of. I'm very proactive, and I'm ahead of the curve, whatever it might be. Does that take into consideration the solution of Fictiv?
Yeah, so Fictiv will provide instant quoting, but it's not just one price. You can choose your lead time, right? If you don't need it for 7 days, you can say, 7 days. If you don't need it for 14, you can push it out to 14 to drive your cost curve down. And this is another thing where our Fictiv people are really front and center, right? You quote on the platform, you see a price, and you're like, it's just a little bit more expensive than I want.
Yeah.
Call up Fictiv, have a conversation. Hey, what can we do? Can we make this here?
Outside of aerospace, I would imagine everybody's like, it's a little bit more pricey than it's like. It automatically goes to that level of conversation because I know I would be the same one. Really? $20? I don't know if I want that.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe 18. Figure that out.
Yeah.
But so. With all that said, where do we see it going? Because we're here at FABTECH, you're wandering around, you're seeing some incredible solutions being delivered by multiple vendors.
Yeah.
Where do you see it going?
Yeah, what's beautiful about this show is I'm a huge supporter of small independent businesses and manufacturing, right, in the United States. And I think what's cool is seeing the vast landscape of who can do what. Fictiv is always evaluating the partners in our network. We're always looking for the next person, right? How do we find more capacity to provide that to our customers? And I think what the beauty is here is we have the option to go identify those people and bring those next people onto the back end of our platform as manufacturing partners. In manufacturing, if you own a shop, the hardest thing is keeping the shop full to pay the bills, right?
The utilization of those assets and keeping them running and spinning and doing what they need to do to spit out parts and stuff like that.
And that's what the core of Fictiv was built on, right? We're tapping into idle machine capacity.
Yes.
Right? If we think about it, it's good for everybody because our customers are getting parts from 4 states over from a small job shop that they never knew about.
Right.
And because they've accessed it through Fictiv is feeding that machine shop, and we're keeping the doors open on a lot of these small companies.
So some of the conversations you've been having here, why is this show important for Fictiv?
It's important for brand recognition in general, right?
Yeah.
I had a speaking session earlier talking about de-risking the new product development space. So being able to, like I mentioned earlier, have more test iterations and validation iterations within the same time frame, right? Because you're able to upload a part, get an instant quote, get that part in hand usually the same week, which means you're testing it the next Monday that you come into the shop. So I think it's really important for people to know who Fictiv is, but it's really cool to see just how technology is making its way into manufacturing at a big scale.
What dazzles me about a show like this is, one, what is being manufactured and what they're placing out on the table, and you're thinking, really? I don't know what that is, but it looks cool. Whatever it is.
You look at the pens we're holding, right? Like this cap's injection molded.
That's exactly correct.
Everything spring is made by somebody somewhere.
That's exactly correct. We just, I think it's a great appreciation for how the economy works, because manufacturing is at the heart of it. It's without a doubt. We're sitting at everything that's around us has been manufactured. It just doesn't happen coming out of the sky, and so. But no, I'm a big fan of what Fictiv does. Just because I think I love the disruption. And in the past, my past life, I've had things manufactured, and it wasn't a good experience. It was stressful. There was a lot of risk. You hope you had the right conversation, and you're able to sort of achieve what you hope to achieve just because.
Yeah, and I think the other piece of that is, as everything goes digital, we're able to support that with data, right? Like Fictiv has made 30 million parts, and last year we were, across those parts, 96% on time and in full, right? Which means our customers got the right part to spec when we said we were going to deliver it. And just quantifying that is another reason to believe in a digital platform is really powerful.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. I mean, so how do people get a hold of you? they're saying, hey, this is pretty cool. I want to know more about it. How do I get a hold of you?
Yeah, www.fictiv.com. Click the sign up button, upload your part, get your feedback. It's all free.
What about you?
Riley Hall, riley.hall@fictiv.com.
I like it. I like it a lot. All right, we're going to have all the contact information for Riley out there on Industrial Talk, as well as the contact information for Fictiv. Check it out, man. Disruptive. Love it. Love the technology. And it's only going to get better. It's only going to get better. I just think it. All right, once again, we're going to have it all out there on Industrial Talk. Once we are broadcasting from FABTECH Chicago. Remember to put this on your calendar for next year. This is October 15th to the 17th, and this is in Orlando. And it's brought to you by some great partners, PMA as well as SME. So stay tuned. We will be right back.
You're listening to the Industrial Talk Podcast Network.
I'm absolutely living the dream. I get to speak with leaders of industry. Riley Hall, Fictiv, F-I-C-T-I-V is the company, and the future is bright. This is just amazing. Mad technology, incredible innovation. I can take a design, I can take a drawing, I can take whatever I have that I want to be able to fabricate, load it up, get a price, and make it happen. Fictiv is the company. Riley, reach out to Riley Hall. And of course, as you can tell by the sound in the background, we were broadcasting on site at FABTECH, Chicago, Illinois. Next year, it will be in Orlando. And I would highly recommend that you put that on your calendar to attend. It is a massive event with incredible professionals like Riley. So anyway, that's what we're doing. Be bold, be brave, dare greatly, hang out with Riley, and you will change the world. We're going to have another great conversation shortly.